What's up, YouTube? It's your girl KEISARA, and I am back with another freaking video. Before we get this video started, guys, let's go ahead and, like, comment something nice, and go ahead and subscribe. Also, guys, I have officially started I made my new Instagram page. So, guys, go ahead and follow me. Here's the Instagram name right here. Yes, I am just Key, because I am just Key. That's it. All right, guys. But anyways, today's video is a story time. I want to tell you guys about what happened to my precious 2020 Chevy Malibu. Yeah, she's gone. Rest in peace. What did I name her? So I know my 2017, I named her Sissy. Oh, so I named the 2020, I named her Cali, guys. I named her Cali because, first of all, she's a Malibu. So, beach vibes, of course. And then, like, her color, she was like a light tan. I'm going to insert some clips of how my car actually looked after the accident. And I'm going to show you guys what the road and the water did to my baby. I was on my way to work first thing in the morning, and as I was driving, it was raining really bad. I mean, raining bad, okay? I could still see, which is the reason why I had just mentioned the glasses. Like, I could still see. However, it was just like, I really couldn't see the water pockets, like, itself on the road. Like, I really couldn't see them there. Like, I really couldn't see the water pockets, but I could see that, it was raining, of course. And it had been raining. I think at this point, it had been raining for like 3 days straight, okay? So the roads were pretty bad. And honestly, I'm not really sure why I chose to drive back and forth that week. Because normally when I because I work like an hour away from where I live. So I would sometimes stay at my aunt's house or my grandma's house, and I would just stay there during the week, or some days I'll stay there, some days I'll just drive back to Greenville. And I really don't understand why I was driving from Greenville on a Friday. Sometimes I do that. Like, I would literally, like, stay in my hometown where I'm working at for a couple of days, and then at the end of the week, I'll commute. And it doesn't make any sense. It would make more sense to actually commute, at the beginning of the week, rather than commute at the end of the week, because on Friday you get off of work. But anyways, I decided to stay home Thursday night. So after work Thursday, I drove back home to Greenville, and then I went on to work on Friday morning. So as I was driving, like I said, it had been 3 days of raining, lots of rain on the road, and I was just listening to music. Like, I was literally driving, listening to my music. I actually think if I'm not mistaken, I think I was listening to Coi Leray, No More Parties remix. Pull up in that, how I get the ooh. But anyways, yes, I was listening to that song, and next thing you know, my car, I was in the right lane, and next thing you know, my car was like this. And it literally, like, went over into, like, the left lane, and next thing you know, I was hitting the guardrails. So I don't know if you guys know what guardrails are, but they're like it's kind of like what separates, like, the two different highways on each side. And I hit the guardrail, and when I hit the guardrail, when I heard the sound, I was like, oh my God, I just freaked my car up. Like, I literally just freaked my car up. Like, I know I messed my car up. But that wasn't it, guys. As when I hit it, my car started going like this. Just like that, in a circle. And every time it would go around, I would just hit the guardrail, back to back. And in my mind, the only thing I was thinking was stop the car. Like, the car needs to stop. Because I didn't know, like, what was going to happen. And I was like, oh my God, is this the end? Like, am I about to die? Like, I was like, literally, am I about to die? And I was like, he said, no, you're not about to die. You're like, just hold on. Like, don't take your hand off the wheel. Keep your hand on the wheel. So anyways, at the very end, when it finally stopped, I get out the car, right? And I'm looking at my car. And I'm just like, this can't be real. And before I got out of my car, I sat in my car for a good little minute. And my best friend, she normally calls me every single morning before work, because she's normally getting ready for work. And she know I'm driving, so she'll talk to me while I'm driving. And she called, and I was like, Jade, I just got in an accident. And she's like, what, are you serious? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, how was your car? How are you? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay, but I know my car looked bad. And this is before I got out of the car. So I'm like, I want to get out of my car and see my car, but I'm too scared to see it. So I eventually got the courage to get out of the car, and I went and looked at it. My baby, she looked bad. And then, like, as I was walking around the car, I was finding pieces of the car, like, just on the ground in, like, random places. And when I tried to open up my back door, it was jammed. So I couldn't even get in my back door. So I had to use the other back door. And I mean, the side door on my right side. So I went on to the right side to actually, you know, look into it, look into the car. And when I got into the car from the other side, it was mud. When I tell you guys, it was mud everywhere. So I guess like all the mud from like the area that I hit, like near the guardrails, all that mud just went up into the car. So like the back seat of the car was completely muddy. And I kept thanking God, because the front of my car was like, it's completely like, it was like dented and like ripped off. And then because you know, the driver is on the left side. So the front of my car on the left side was messed up. And then the back side of the left side was messed up. But guess which door was not messed up? My door. And I was like, oh my gosh. And as I was looking at the left side of my car, I'm like, how in the world did all of this, you know, turmoil that was going on? I was like, how did it miss like me? And that's when I realized, I was like, oh my gosh, this accident, it was definitely no one but God. Like, God most definitely protected me. And when the police got to the scene, I called the police. I called Highway Patrol. And when the police got to the scene, they were just like, the officer was just like really rude to me, you know. First of all, he gave me a ticket, guys. He gave me a ticket. How do you get a ticket for hydroplaning? I hydroplaned. I wasn't speeding. I was driving. And he kept asking me to, if he could call his own, like the state's record or something like that. And I was like, no, I don't want you to call like your record, your wrecker. And I was like, you know, I have my own, I said, I have my own tow truck company that can come. Like, you know, I have services set up through my car. And I was like, so I could just, you know, get them. And it was like, well, they may take forever. And I said, look, they're coming today. Okay. Like, I've never had an issue with them not coming or, you know, being in a situation like this. So I was like, no. So I guess the officer was already upset with me because I didn't want to use his record. Because I was like, why would I pay money to get my car towed when I already pay money for my car services? So it's just like, why not just use the car services? So that's what I was going to do. So he was a little upset about that. Because he kept making little comments. And I was like, look, I just need you to go back to your little car and let me be. And because I had called my aunt to come pick me up. And then I even called my job. I was like, you know, I'm going to be late. I was still going to go to work, even though I was like really shook up. I was like, I'm still going to go to work. And my principal was like, no, you know, you don't have to come in. I could take care of your classes today. And indeed, that's exactly what he done for me. He took care of my classes for that day. And my aunt got there. My aunt got there and she took me home and everything was like, you know, everything was pretty good. But I was more terrified about the simple fact that I got a ticket. I was like, I got a ticket. I was terrified by the fact I got a ticket. And then also by the fact that I was like, yo, what if my car like can't be fixed? Because people had told me in the past, like whenever your car goes through like a huge accident, they were like, you know, you literally you can fix it, but there's always going to be issues wrong with that car. And I was like, that's the point of getting a 2020. The point of getting a 2020 new car is the fact you don't have to deal with issues right away. So I was just like, I really don't even want this car anymore. And come to find out, my car was total loss. So I don't have the car anymore. The car was paid off by my insurance and through Gap insurance. So I don't think I'm planning on getting another 2020 anytime soon or getting another car, because I still have my old 2017 Chevy Malibu anyways. Stick with that car. And guys, yes, I have court on May 9th for the ticket. So on the police report, the officer wrote down that what did he say I did? Failure to control my vehicle in the rain. 3 days of raining. And you're going to write me a ticket for failing to control my vehicle. Because I could control my vehicle, right? Obviously, I controlled it, because the accident would have been worse than what it was if I didn't control the vehicle. If I didn't take any type of control over the vehicle at that time. But anyways, guys, yes, that's what happened to my car. Rest in peace to Cali. Maybe one day, I get another 2020 in the future. But right now, I'm just focused on my 17 and making sure that she's good. She doesn't get in any accidents. But anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoy this little story time. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications, because your girl is on the road to consistency and on the road to 2K. Bye.